Unlike Microsoft, Sony didn't have a new console to show off at its E3 2017 event on Tuesday, but it did provide a good look at some of its most anticipated exclusive games and other popular third-party titles. One of the most highly awaited titles, the next God of War, is a bit of a soft reboot and shifts to the Norse mythology. That doesn't mean your favorite Greek myth hero Kratos is going anywhere though. This time, his son Atreus is with him for the ride as Kratos takes on an assortment of monster creatures. The trailer focused on the father-son relationship with Kratos, teaching him how to survive and become a warrior. God of War will be a PS4 exclusive title coming early 2018. We know a new PS4 exclusive Spider-Man game has been on its way, and we got the first extended look at some gameplay during the PlayStation E3 2017 event. The game will allow you to play stealthily at times and very hands-on as the need arises. Wilson Fisk, who some of you might know from Netflix's Daredevil, seems to be a minor villain in the game. The trailer showed us that Insomniac Games have spent time in understanding the capabilities of Spidey's agility and web strength, which allows for some crazy and unique stunts as witnessed from the helicopter balancing act in the trailer. Spider-Man doesn't have a defined release date, just 2018 at this point.
Welcome to downtown Halibadoo.
After an announcement back in December as a standalone chapter, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy claimed the opening slot at the PlayStation E3 event. The trailer showed gameplay, story, characters, and its lush tropical setting, that is India. Based on characters present in Uncharted 4, Chloe Fraser and Nadine Ross, players will search for the tusk of Ganesh in the new game. Hopefully, the game will give a nuanced portrayal of its setting and stay away from any stereotypes. We'll find out when it arrives on August 22nd. Although Bungie held an extensive reveal in May, Destiny 2 was still present at the PlayStation E3 2017 event. We didn't get a lot in the way of gameplay, but instead a bigger focus on what will be the game's primary antagonist at launch, Dominus Kaul, the leader of the Red Legion. Of course, the bigger reason for Sony was to show off its continued exclusivity deal with Bungie, which will give the PS4 access to exclusive weapons, gear, strikes, and a map. Destiny 2 arrives on September 6 for consoles and October 24 for PC. While the franchise's return to its roots, World War II to be precise, may feel like a retrace of its steps, it has allowed the developers to explore the setting in a way that wasn't frankly possible earlier. With the new Call of Duty, it feels like we're going to get a much grittier and gory portrayal of the Second World War. In other words, much like it was for the people involved. Of course, this being Call of Duty, the action will be dialed all the way up to 11. There's close quarter warfare, fighting in the trenches, and taking on bombers with anti-air weaponry. Plus, it'll take you through the most well-known spots during 1941 to 1945, France, Germany, Belgium, and the Soviet Union. Call of Duty arrives on November 3rd. If you thought PSVR would be left out of the discussion, you'd be happy to know that wasn't the case. The biggest one was Elder Scrolls V Skyrim by far, which didn't get a release date, but the trailer did give a glimpse of what you can expect. Between VR and the Nintendo Switch, it seems that Bethesda will ensure the acclaimed title can reap all its rewards before thinking of a new chapter in the long-running series.
All biological life must be exterminated.
The biggest change with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is 2-on-2 fights instead of the usual 3-on-3 format. The trailer shown at E3 2017 wasn't bothered with that at all though, instead focusing on the brand new story mode that the game will come with. Taking a page from the Injustice book, we'll know for sure when it releases on September 19th for the PS4, Xbox One and PC. Capcom showed off a new Monster Hunter title that brings the franchise back to home consoles after being handheld exclusive for a very long time. The trailer featured new monsters, a giant sword, a lot of running, and some nifty elemental traps. Monster Hunter World will release early 2018. Days Gone involves hordes of zombies and infected giant bears. A gameplay trailer for Days Gone showed the protagonist's skills and stealth gameplay, which can be turned into full-on action with an explosive that attracts zombies known as freakers that were created by a global pandemic and takes out your enemies for you. The infection has also spread to giant mutated bears, giving what we witnessed in the trailer. Days Gone still doesn't have a release date though. A war is brewing between androids and humans in Detroit Become Human. Announced almost 2 years ago, Sony's first-party PS4 exclusive action-adventure title showed up at the PlayStation E3 2017 event without a release date again. The focus was entirely on Marcus, an android disillusioned from his master-slave relationship with humans, who takes it upon himself to free others of his kind and take on the oppressors. So that is a quick recap of Sony's announcements at E3 2017. For all the details, log on to gadgets360.com.